welcome back to the channel. Today is a very special video. It is going to be my final TBR video for the foreseeable future. Now on my list are the final 3 books of 2020 releases. As you probably know, that's all I really have been reading since I've been on YouTube are horror and thriller books released in the year 2020. And I'm finally up to the final 3 books. So I'm super excited about it. I figured, I might as well do one last TBR video because these 3 books deserve the same treatment as all the others, right? So let's get right into it. So this first book I'm going to be talking about is one that has been on other TBR videos, at least 2 or 3 others, and I just kept pushing it off and putting it off to the next time and never would get to it. Well, the time has finally fucking arrived, okay? It is time to read The Boatman's Daughter by Andy Davidson. So this story is about a girl who, after her father passed away quite a while ago, she began working for this mad preacher, like ferrying contraband and doing odd favors and what have you, to make ends meet. And she just keeps her head down and does what she needs to do. And she's also protecting this old witch and some kind of mysterious child. But things are amiss in the bayou, and dark forces are threatening her way of life, and it's going to be up to her to make some tough decisions. So I don't know why I've been putting this off. I guess because it's kind of big. That's the only reason I can think of. It sounds pretty good, and it is finally time for me to see what it's all about. So, The Boatman's Daughter. So the second book on my list is going to be Eden by Tim Lebban. So in this story, I take it that climate change has won. The oceans have risen, the rainforest is all but depleted, and humanity and other things are on the brink of existence. So humanity's last hope to save the planet is something called the Virgin Zones, which are 13 vast areas of land dedicated to nature where no humans are allowed to enter. But for whatever reason, a guy named Dylan is leading like some adventure racers or adventure seekers into Eden, which is one of the 13 Virgin Zones, as well as his daughter Jen. Now Jen has a hidden agenda of her own. She knows that her mother and, therefore her father's estranged wife has also entered Eden ahead of them, and she is determined to find her mother. But Eden has turned nature into its primeval self. Tons of danger awaits them, and I'm here for it. So the final book for January, as well as the final book for 2020 releases I'll be reading, is going to be Devil's Creek by Todd Keisling. So this is another story where a mad preacher in the 80s is the head of like a death cult and following a mass suicide. Only his 6 children and their grandparents remain alive, and he becomes sort of a town legend. And after about 30 years, it becomes like campfire stories, People have forgotten about what happened back in the 80s. But one of the preacher's children goes back to the hometown like 30 years later after their grandmother dies, and he starts to uncover secrets that she kept regarding their childhood. And it sounds like the gospel of this unnamed God that his father worshipped and preached about is on the way to making a comeback. So definitely can't wait to read this one. Well, that's it. Those are the final 2020 books I'll be reading. I'll be doing a wrap-up of these 3 at the end of January, and then in February I'm going to be ranking all 30 of the 2020 books in a special video on Valentine's Day. So be sure to come back and check that out. I really do appreciate you. You have no idea how much it means to me that people are out there actually watching these videos. Otherwise, I'm just talking into the void and getting nothing back. So if you don't care, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. Let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought about them. So come back and see me next time. Until then, keep turning those pages. Bye.